Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. My name, of course, is Open Potato, and here we check out the latest and the greatest strategy games each and every day of the week. Today, we're having a little look at Diluvian Winds, which is a lighthouse sort of manager and I guess city slash hamlet builder. It's a pretty interesting concept. Let's jump into things and see what we've got going on. As I usually do, I will do my very best to explain what the heck is going on, and we will skip the tutorial accordingly. Right, so what's mission critical, right? We play as, I guess, the keeper of the lighthouse. This gentleman over here. I think beaver? I'm not entirely sure. Animals play a pretty important part in this game, and it is something that we will be discussing quite a lot, I would imagine, over the course of the playthrough. So, first thing to note, we'll cover exactly what's going on the screen. We'll cover the way that the game plays, and then we'll jump into a little bit of gameplay. Okay, so up at the top here, we got our resources. We got vegetables, we got fish, insects, we've got wood, we've got metal, we've got textiles, and we've got oil as well. We've got the lighthouse here. For all intents and purposes, the lighthouse doesn't really do very much. It just kind of is. Over here, we I guess have we've got a greenhouse, and then we've got a ruined something or other, which we're hopefully going to be turning into something nice. This area, by the way, is where we're going to be building the vast bulk of our buildings, and we're hopefully going to be able to build quite a few of those over the course of the playthrough. This area, by the way, as I turn up the sound ever so slightly. This area is where we can also utilize this for fishing, and this is where our travelers stay. Now, basically, this game is all about looking after travelers that come on caravans and stay here as part of, I don't know, I guess like a trading experience. They come here, they trade, they whatever. Anyway, there's a whole bunch of space down here, which again, we'll sort of get to, but just know that on, you know, a timer every now and again, we will have a caravan arriving, and we need to deal with that. Now, we've got Mina and Mimi here, who are our two current travelers, and this is important because the travelers are really what makes this game tick, I should say. So as I already alluded to, there's a different type of animal. Every different traveler is a different type of animal, and the mice, or the mouse, has specific specialties that will allow them to undertake certain jobs, and they have got plus and minuses regarding production of textiles and insects there, which again we'll get to, but just know that there's a whole bunch of modifiers that make managing this little hamlet really quite interesting and quite good. The other thing to bear in mind is that each and every traveler has an objective. So, for example, Mina's objective is produce 30 vegetables, and remaining production is 30. And at the conclusion of that, we will get a victory point, and we have 3 days to do that. So very, very simple. Up in the top left-hand corner here, you can see a little star counter. That is our victory point counter. We need to get 25 stars in order to win. We need to fulfill enough victory point requests in order to fill up the meter, which is fine. So that is what it is. Anyway, every single day has got 5 phases. I guess it's got the dawn phase, it's got the morning phase, it's got the afternoon phase, the dusk phase, and the night phase. This is also the weather forecast, by the way, for the next couple of days. It is worth keeping in mind. There's a little checkbox over there, which I'm sure we'll get to in a bit. But anyway, nothing really happens on the dawn phase other than the arrival of the caravan, and the caravan didn't arrive today, but again, we'll talk about that. So let's go to the next phase and let's see what we've got in store. Now, at the start of every, morning phase, this is where we do the task assignments. And so the keeper comes down from his big old tower, comes down right to the bottom. And it's pretty selfish, really, that he lives in this tower all by himself, and yet, I mean, look at how much space this guy's got, and yet he's forcing the travelers to, you know, camp out under a bit of rock. I mean, it's a bit disgraceful. Anyway, it's the morning phase, it's the task assignment phase. So, as I already alluded to, Mina has got a certain couple of objectives, and she's also got a certain number of actions that can be undertaken. For example, Mina is capable of building specific buildings, capable of building the garden or the storeroom. Obviously, if we want to build, you know, something like the garden, then it's going to cost us X amount of bits of wood, 30 bits of wood, whatever. Same with the storeroom. If we wanted to build a storeroom, then it's going to cost us, 20 bits of wood, whatever. Doesn't particularly matter. It can also work. We can also send her to work at the greenhouse. And honestly, I think that that's probably what we're going to end up doing. What does Mimi need to do? Mimi needs to produce 30 fish, and we've got 6 days to do that. Right, so clearly the priority is to get Mina up to the greenhouse. Now, because the sky is blue, because of the weather forecast, that is going to give us an extra little 5 vegetable production, which is going to go towards her satisfying that victory point request, which is kind of nice. So we'll send you up there as the objective for now. And Mimi, what have you got? What are your modifiers? You've got textile production +5, insect production -5. Well, we don't even have any buildings to conduct insect insect production at the moment. You do need to produce 30 fish, and as I did allude to, we can actually stick you in this area over here, which we could do, but I'm actually not going to do straight away. I'm actually going to send you to clear up this little area over here so that we can get ourselves a little bit of space. And plus, as I said, Mimi, we've got 6 days to fulfill that request there, so it's not too much of a problem. Anyway, everybody's going to get to work. We're going to have the watering cans, we're going to have the brushes out, we're going to have the whole shebang. Anyway, let's go to the next phase and see what we've got in store. So, as you can see, we're able to nab a whole bunch of resources at the end of that phase. Then we go down to the cooking pot for a little bit of dinner, and then we get to choose what's on the menu. Now, there's a couple of different things to bear in mind. First of all is morale. Now, there is a whole sort of like morale system. It's not super important, but basically, if villagers don't have enough food, then they don't have enough morale, they don't want to work, they don't want to do anything, and they just rest. So anyway, we need to keep people fed, but to be honest, probably don't need to throw like 30 food in there. We'll just throw 20 food in. It's going to be a copious meal, and it's going to be fine. The other thing to bear in mind is that we have the ability to unlock a whole bunch of recipes by combining vegetables, fish, and also insects. And we're going to make a whole bunch of vegetables over the course of the day as well. What's going on here? What's going on at the pot? Occasionally, we will get ourselves, a few little bits and bobs. It's Mina's birthday. It might help morale if we cooked them a nice extra meal for the occasion. Birthdays are pointless. I don't really think that I need to improve your morale. You're already happy enough as far as I'm concerned. You're satisfied. Resource production is going to give us +2, which is marvelous. And same with you on Mimi there. Perfect. Okay, so that is the evening phase. We've just conducted that. That's marvelous. And we can go to the night phase, and we'll see what the night has in store for us. Now, this is when we get to determine how quickly the caravan and the replenishment of travelers will arrive. Now, what we can do is we can stoke the lighthouse fire up to a certain point. So basically, depending on the weather, and it is very, very much weather dependent, the fire will decrease overnight. Kind of understandable, right? We can stoke it up to the absolute max, and it costs 10 wood per notch to stoke. Basically, as long as we are able to keep the fire at this level or above, then the caravan will arrive with us in 2 days. So let's what we've got 50 wood. Let's throw in some more wood. Let's keep the fire maximally stoked, and we shall see what happens on day 2. But basically, that's the sort of fundamental game mechanics. That's the way that the game is played, and to be honest, I actually think it's quite good. It's quite good with the way that it works. So no caravan quite yet. The caravan is still halfway, but tomorrow the caravan will be arriving if the weather stays good, which it looks like it will. By the way, everything looks very, very good in terms of weather, which is quite nice. Right. So Mina, you need to do your remaining production. Now, you're satisfied at the moment. You are sunburnt though, which is a little bit of a shame, but it's also sunny, so you should be able to get. And we also had green salad, which is going to give you wood production, but that doesn't really particularly matter. Anyway, let's go to the next phase. Let's see what's in store for today. So we're going to get you to go work up here. What's the grand total? 17 vegetables. I mean, it's one better than yesterday. It's not exactly bad, is it? Not at all. Right. What about over here? Fish? Do we want to see if we can try and get fish? You know what? I'm not sure that I'm particularly bothered. Again, note that whenever we conduct an action, we will reduce the level of satisfaction. Yeah, so that's worth bearing in mind. There's also traits that everybody has. I didn't even check Mina's traits. 5 production when it's sunny. There we go. Perfect. That really, really helps. I would kind of like to build the garden. Yeah, travelers can relax and regain their energy here. That might be kind of nice. Can be built by bears and also by mice. The storeroom is quite an interesting proposition. But let's try you for fish. Let's try you for fish for now. We'll see what happens, and then we'll go to the next. Phase. There we go. Brilliant. Mina fulfilled a request. Produced 30 vegetables. Remaining production is 0. You can't really see, but there is a tick there. Victory points +1, which is marvelous. Okay, I think frugal meal, copious meal, feast. We can take your happiness up to a slightly higher level. I don't think that we need to make it frugal. I think there's probably... Actually, I tell you what, we will make it a frugal meal. And I'll tell you the reason that we're going to make it a frugal meal. There's no point in doling out food to Mina when she's going to be leaving us anyway. As you can see, the request has been fulfilled. She's going to go. So let's satisfy you, but let's not go OTT here. Anyway, the weather is looking very, very good at the moment, but the weather's not going to always look good, so it's probably worth considering. Let's keep it stoked. There's no reason not to keep it stoked, apart from the fact that we are running out of wood, and we will not have the ability to get more wood until we pick up some more travelers, people who are actually capable of building wood gathering, wood chopping huts. Cool, right, so for the first time in the morning, or at dawn, I should say, we're going to have the ability to mess around with our travelers and see what's going on. So, Mina, Mimi, I can't remember who's who. I'm terribly sorry. Anyway, the point is that we've got the ability to pick from a whole bunch. Mina? Is that another Mina? Is that the same Mina? You want to come back? Goodness gracious me. Anyway, what we need to do is we need to see if we can try and widen our pool of people that are available. I mean, I don't even know what animal you are. Well, the good news is that these people can all build different things. So pantry, that's kind of nice. Woodcutter's cabin, we need to do that. Build a woodcutter's cabin. We're going to absolutely do that. We got 5 nights to fulfill that request. Build housing. Omar, I think you're an altar, I think you're an altar. You look altery. You can build housing. You can build a fisher's cabin. Let's do that as well. We can only pick 2. Oh yeah, we can only pick 2. We need to get more housing. We can get more housing. Houses 1 traveler. We can get more housing in just a second. But for now, I think that's not bad. Request vegetables for dinner. I mean, these are some easy victory points, but it would mean I think it would be worse. I think this is the best case scenario for us. We're going to try and build more housing. Right. So we pick up 2 more travelers. You end up going back with the caravan. Marvelous. And the caravan just diddles away. Perfect. Right, what's going on here? What do you want? Okay, Keeper, would you join us for a little morning exercise? Come on, it will motivate you for the day. I'll take wood production in the hope that it extends past just today. Right, anyway, let's go to the next phase and see what we've got going on. Right, so Mimi, you still need to produce 30 fish, and you haven't produced a lick of fish yet. So we did assign you to the net, but that's no guarantee that we actually get fish, as you can see. Yeah, we didn't get fish. We literally didn't get fish, which is a bit of a shame. Now we can. It's pointless, isn't it? Do you do vegetables? Wood production satisfied. I think we maybe get you on vegetables. Yeah, let's get you on vegetables for now. It's not exactly going to be a ton, but it's fine. If we can optimize, that would be much better. Right, building a woodcutter's cabin is absolutely the mission priority at the moment. Let's go. And then, Omar, what are you going to build? You're probably going to build housing, if I'm not mistaken. What do? You give extra fish production, less wood production. There's a drought at the moment, so less fish, less wood, less metal, less oil production, but everybody's motivated, hopefully for more than just a day. Yeah, man, this drought is not great, that's for sure. We can't build housing, because that's going to require 25 wood, And there's literally nothing else that we can sweep up at the present moment. The other thing to bear in mind is reinforcing. I do want to reinforce. We will do that. Let's go and get you to produce some veggies. Given that there's pretty much nothing else that we can do, we might as well. There we go. Now, the interesting thing to note with vegetables, or with the storage of anything... Ooh, look at that. 2 victory points. That's fantastic. The interesting thing to note... Let's... Feast. Copious. Let's go feast. Let's go feast. We actually have like an absolute ton of vegetables. Why not? Yeah, we can go over our maximum. We can go over our maximum here. It's... I don't know what the consequence actually is for going over the maximum. I presume that the food will go off or something. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm not going to make the decision to bump up the fire tonight. The reason being is that I want to save wood, because I want to get housing done and dusted as quickly as I possibly can. Plus, there's no point. The caravan's going to arrive anyway. There is a benefit to regularly cycling the caravan, because that means that you're able to get access to people more regularly, and you're able to get access to more victory points more regularly. So it's kind of nice, kind of important. Right, are you still motivated? No, you're not. So that motivation, unfortunately, was a bit wasted. We probably should have tried to go for the vegetable production motivation instead of the wood production, but I was hoping that it would last for more than a day. Anyway, doesn't matter. Right, I would like to build a fishing cabin. A fisher's cabin. Yeah, let's try and build a fisher's cabin. We'll try and get that in place here. That's on Omar. Now, you do less fish production, less wood production, but we do really need wood, don't we? We do really need wood. Yeah, that drought is really, that's a kicker. That's a kicker. And Mimi, you're terrible at producing... Oh no, actually you had green salad, so you got wood production. So we can actually get wood production, which might be worthwhile. I mean, I really don't want to be throwing all of these people into wood production when wood production is so historically low. But frankly, I don't think that we have a choice. In fact, we definitely don't have a choice. Right. Okay. We can literally only do... We'll do a frugal meal. We'll do a frugal meal. Sure. There's no two ways about it. There's no two ways about it. Things are looking grim at the moment. Right, caravan. Do I want the caravan to arrive tomorrow? I really, really do. So I think we're gonna... Are we gonna push it? You know what? No, actually, I'm not going to push it. I'm quite happy for the caravan to wait until the next day. The fact that we had that drought for such a long time, like literally the weather has been so unbelievably good, which in a game all about, you know, wet environments and lighthouses and whatnot, it's not usually good. Let me tell you that for free. Right, we have 2 nights to produce 30 fish. I don't think that's happening. I don't think that's happening. No siree. No siree. Right. Okay. I don't think that's going to give us... I don't think that guarantees us fish. But that being said, if I was to put you to work here, that would get you 12 fish. Should we try? I think I'll try. I think, you know, we'll try and fulfill that request. Right. Production +5 if the previous meal contained fish. Oh, that's cool. That's good to note. It's good to note. Right. I think we want to just try and get people into wood production. I genuinely don't think that there's... I don't think there's any way around it. I think we kind of have to go... We have to go all in on wood. Right. 17, 12, and you're an otter, so you're absolutely garbage. Vegetables, 22 vegetables. It feels more worthwhile to do that. There is the possibility for another fisher's cabin. That feels like a bit of a waste. I really want to get housing, hence why I need more woods. Housing takes how much wood? 25 woods? Right. It's either a choice... You know what? let's go vegetables. Let's go vegetable production. 22 vegetables is too much to pass down. That's fine. Okay, that's good. And in fact, this is the perfect amount. This is the perfect amount of wood that we've got. Okay. So, it's worth bearing in mind that one of these people is a pescivore. Wood production. Let's try it. Let's try a new recipe. Let's try a new recipe. What the heck? Right. Wood production plus 10. Metal production plus 5. And that's a fish and vegetable bento. Wonderful. That looks marvelous. Very, very happy with that. Okay. We can revive the fire. And to be honest, I think I will do that. The wind is strong. The fire is strong and very visible. So the fire is going to drop by 2. But insect production is going to be plus 5. Violent wind. Okay. We'll confirm as it is like so. Unfortunately, we haven't got the ability to build a brand new bit of housing before the travelers arrive, which is a little bit of a shame because I was really, really hoping that we would maybe be able to squeak in a housing, so we'd be able to squeeze in an extra traveler. But at the end of the day, we're getting one traveler. We're getting one traveler. Produce 30 vegetables. Are you good at producing vegetables? Vegetables for dinner. Vegetables for dinner. You build the worm terrarium. Work with one traveler, 1 victory point. Become happy. Well, nobody's becoming happy on my watch. Not if I can help it. Let's bring the vegetable producer. It would be good to have, like, a dedicated vegetable producer for at least a couple of days. Right, so, violent wind gives us vegetable production minus 5, of course. Insect production plus 5. That's okay. And then tomorrow we've got violent wind again. But the greatest of all great news, as we switch into the next phase, is that Omar is finally going to be able to take his handiwork and build some housing. Now, it's worth noting a couple of things. I'm not just randomly building stuff. Basically, there will come a time. There will come a time when we are going to be threatened by massive waves of water, and we are going to need to reinforce all of our buildings to make sure that the water is not able to destroy the buildings. It's also worth bearing in mind that buildings that are lower to the ground are more at risk of getting destroyed by the water when it arrives. So we need to be super careful. Right, remaining production 18. I mean, there's no way in heck we get 18, right? Sure, just try for more fish. Why not? And you, what do you do? Vegetable production? Oh my god. You're a beaver and you want to produce 30 vegetables. You're going to produce 5. Oh my god. And we've got 3 turns to do that. Are you actually having a freaking giggle, dude? We've got 3 nights, and 2 of those nights are going to be violent storms, and the other is just going to be windy. You know what? Screw your mission. Screw your mission. Let's just do... There we go. Let's just do what we can do. Right. I'm afraid... things are going to be frugal tonight. A poor meal? Yeah, let's go for a green salad. Literally a green salad. I don't particularly mind. Right. Oh my lordy. Yeah, we have nowhere near the wood that we need in order to manage that. In order to manage this, the caravan is days away, which is highly problematic. Request failed. That's fine. It's at the end of the world. It's not anything that we can do. You literally just need to leave now. You literally just need to leave. But that's why we need to get the caravan. Right. What's going on? Are you unhappy about the fact that you've failed your request? I found this whilst clearing out some debris. I can keep it for myself or trade it for something else. 5 wood for something. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. 5 fish? That's a bad deal. That is a bad deal. Right. You'll never guess what we're going to be all in on today. It's wood production. That's right. Do we have enough food? We've got enough food for now. That's fine. You're ready to leave because you built your housing. You're an otter. $15. 15 veggies. It's not bad, is it? 15 fish. A vegetarian otter. Can't make it up, can you? Right, let's swap to the other one. See what you need. You need to produce 30 vegetables. It's literally 5. I mean, that's such a grim amount. Woodcutter's cabin. Let's get 20 wood. We need to go all in on the wood. I did say that we were going to go all in on wood. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. I'm not going to do any clearing up. That's absolutely not something that I want to do. Fishing. Can we just fish for a random resource? Is that best? I hate the fact... yeah, you know what? Let's fish for a random resource. I just hate the fact... Ooh, it was wood. Nice. Okay, well, that's not bad at all. That's really going to help. That's really going to help because we need to throw a lot of wood into what we're doing. Wood production plus 10. That's nice. Cool. Okay, this is marvelous. This is marvelous. We're gonna still fulfill a request, but it's fine. Right, throw all of our wood into this. I think we do. Yeah, we want to try and cycle the beavers if we can. What's going on here? I've spent some time with other communities and seen them make offerings to the sea. Minus 15 wood, 5 metal? No. I'm afraid we have too many shortcomings of resources at the moment. Especially after that hot, droughty summer, we're not exactly in a fantastic position. It's not exactly bad, but it's not exactly great. Yeah, so we're going to fail 2 requests. Is it a problem? It's not a problem as much as if it's just a little bit of a frustration. Today being windy is good. Today being windy is great. Keeper, I found this whilst tidying my desk. Thanks. What is it? 5 insects? Oh, okay. Well, that's less than ideal. Okay. Right. Violent wind. Vegetable production is going to go back down again tomorrow, so... whatever. What can you do? You'll be able to give us 22 wood. I mean, 22 wood. No negative modifiers. Can you build anything that's actually worth anything? No. To be honest, I think we go for wood again. Yeah. Go for wood again. Marvelous. Right. You're an otter, so I think we're gonna yoink you in here. Cool. And Callie, 25 wood. Let's do it. Let's freaking go. Okay, so a plentiful amount of fish, certainly enough to keep us going. But more importantly than that, we've got about a bajillion wood. We're going to be able to get some more people very, very soon, right? So I think the thingy should be arriving soon. Right. This is an unknown quantity. Do I want to frugal it, or do I want to... These people are both leaving. I'm not sure if I actually care. Let's give them a tiny little bit of fish, because we can get the recipe. Right, metal production plus 2. I don't think we have anything that gives us metal production. I don't think we have anybody that knows how to build any building that gives us metal production. Right, so this is arriving tomorrow. That's great. Do I want to stoke the fire? It's gonna arrive tomorrow anyway, right? I think we kind of want to keep our options open. Let's let the fire die down a little bit. Let the fire die down a little bit, and then we'll sort it. Right, so everybody's ready to leave. That vegetable request failed at the start of the day. That's very, very important to note. Everybody is ready to leave, and we're going to be able to bring 4 brand new people in with brand new skill sets, with the ability to build brand new buildings, which is really, really important. Travelers inbound, 3. And we actually have some rerolls as well, which is great. Right, produce 30 insects. That means that we would need to build the wood terrarium, which we can do. We can do it very, very rapidly as well. Work with 1 travelers. You're a mouse. We've already seen a mouse. Fish for dinner. probably going to have fish for dinner and the opportunity to build another traveler house. That's pretty good. So we'll actually lock you in already. This working with travelers thing is quite easy. I'm not quite sure what your specialty is. -5 production when it's foggy. What about your production? 5 production when it's raining. I mean, your mission is to become happy. I don't want to take that just in case. Take that. Take that. Reroll you, maybe? Reroll you again? Sure. I think this is the dream team, not gonna lie. I think this is the dream team. I think this is the dream team. Also, I think if we're over capacity, then if we're over capacity at night, then I think it drops back down to the maximum capacity. I think that's what the penalty is. So we need to make sure that we spend the above the amount of wood that we have. Right. Okay. This is fine. This is great. We need fish for dinner. What are the modifiers that we're going to be able to get? Plus beaver. Well, I like this. What other traits have you got? Nothing else. +5 production when it's raining. Right. Well, I tell you what. Let's do beaver. You need to work with one traveler. I like the idea of you doing wood production as well, because then you're going to be able to pretty much immediately fulfill... Oh, it's a squirrel. You're supposed to be a squirrel. Oh, that's it. Well, you're definitely a mouse. That's fine. You need to work with a traveler, but that is fine. We are going to need some food, unfortunately, so that's what we're going to do. Set you to work over there. And Elmer, you need to produce 30 vegetables. Are you going to be able to do that again in the time frame? Vegetable production from being a squirrel is +5. Oh, marvelous. You're going to be totally fine. +5 production when working with somebody. Well, we can set you up to work with somebody tomorrow. Work with one traveler. Excellent. We've got loads and loads of wood. We're going to go absolutely ham on the caravan tonight. That is going to be excellent. Okay, can we set maybe another recipe up? Fish and bento. It's going to take everybody up to satisfaction. There's 2 recipes to unlock here. Let's try this one. Fish fillet. There we go. Marvelous. Wood production and metal production both up. That's excellent. And we got another victory point for fulfilling fish for dinner. That's good. I feel like we're in a great place. A really, really great place. Right. Do we want to crank it right up to the max? Maybe not right the way up to the max. Or maybe I do want to crank it right the way up to the max. Why not? Let's crank it right the way up to the max. It's going to sort of restrict our options a little bit over the course of this evening. Or the course of this day. Because we're not going to be able to build as much stuff as perhaps we would have liked to. But I'm actually not that bothered. Because I still need to get working together. And I tell you what, Maisie and Elmer are going to be working in the vegetable department today. Which is so important. Right. Let's get working up here. That's great. You don't have a negative modifier. And, of course, now that things are windy, that is absolutely fine. Beautiful. Okay, so that's going to be mission accomplished in that department there. We've only got 5 woods. Fish fillet. Let's throw you in there. And let's throw you in here as well. Man, that's so good. That is so good. Brilliant. And that's another victory point. And that's another victory point. Caravan is going to be arriving pretty darn quick. Oh, it feels good. It feels good. Okay, so we got loads and loads of vegetables. Unfortunately, we know that we're having a green salad. A copious meal seems highly unnecessary if the caravan is arriving tomorrow. So let's just give him a give him a wood production. Give him a wood production boost. Plus, it keeps our food under the cap, which is great. Right, so caravan should be arriving tomorrow. Especially if I crank it up to the max, which is exactly what I think I'm going to do. Yeah, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. No reason not to. Very, very satisfied with the way that is looking. Wow, okay. After that little drought at the start, we really have hit our We've hit pace here. This is good. Look at that. 4 out of 4 missions completed. You could not ask for a better completion rate. Man, that feels great. Okay. Again, people's missions to become happy. I don't like that. I don't like that. Work with one traveler will take. Build housing will take. Build a greenhouse. Ooh, I like it. We'll take. Work with one traveler. I think we'll take. Actually, yeah, I think I'm quite happy with that. That's a good little team. That is a good little team. Okay, what do we got? Blue sky, fire -1, vegetable production +5. Well, where are the bad weather days? I was promised some bad weather. Right. +5 production if the previous meal contained vegetables. There has been no previous meal yet. Okay, so resources that we really need. In large quantity. We need housing. We need housing. So we're going to need to do some wood. Otter. An otter gives us -5. Is an otter not quite wood related? Okay, we'll get you fishing. It's fine. You think we should build housing, but we can't build housing yet, so that's fine. We'll get you to build... We'll get you to work in the woodcutting department. What do you need to do? You need to work with somebody. To be fair, we can get that done right now. Yep. And then Ben... I think I'm fine just to feed people vegetables. Can you make me anything? Oh, we can make a greenhouse. Oh, you do think we should do it as well. It's unfortunate that we already have a greenhouse, but it's going to cost us 10 wood, so we might as well. Cool. All things considered, not bad. Pretty satisfactory. Right, so 1 fish. Sure, let's try this. Let's try this. It's a combo. Ratatouille. A ratatouille with a side of fish. Excellent. The only problem might be fire. I think we're going to max it out. Sure. What's up? 5 metal. I'll take morale, actually. It's early enough on in this traveler groups. It's early enough on in their life cycle that I should probably get it done. Okay, housing. Are we gonna be able to build housing today? I don't think so. I think I might have gone a little bit. Ooh, amazing! I cannot wait to see. New travelers will be able to capitalize on this knowledge. New species tier unlocked. Okay, marvelous. That's great news. Yeah, so, unfortunately, housing not going to be completed. These two are ready to leave. You just need to work with somebody. That's actually not difficult to do at all. Let's put you in... Put you in here. You need to build housing. But again, that's not going to happen. Put you in there. You've built a greenhouse already. Fish. Let's do fish. You can just work in the greenhouse, I suppose. Alternatively, there is the opportunity to fish for something random. Let's fish for something random, actually. There we go. Okay, so we don't get the extra housing. Little bit of a shame there. But we've got a day of not terrible. No meal. Do I want to leave it with no meal? No, I'll give you a slight meal. I'll give you a slight meal. Yeah, we got a day with no wind coming up, which means that we're gonna be able to prioritize slightly differently. Go for that. Nice. Crank it right up to the line so that we can guarantee getting rid of 3 people tomorrow, and we can cycle them. We can cycle them out. That's very, very nice indeed. Cool. Very, very cool. So not completely perfect. Missing out on that extra housing. But we still have time to make that happen. Right, working with other travelers. What the heck is that? Oh, a dormitory. Houses 2 have travelers. Consumes wood to improve travelers' morale. I'm going to take you, Orlando. I guess these are the tiers that we're talking about. Consumes vegetables to produce insects. That seems pretty legit. Kitchen produces vegetables. 30 soup. Let's take you, and you only need vegetables for dinner? That's so easy to fulfill. Same with you, actually. Becoming happy is a bit difficult. Sawmill produces wood, 25 board. Also, what the heck is that? Mine. Oh, okay. I'm gonna take fish for dinner, because I think that's for the best. We do still need to build housing. But on the whole, I think we can be pretty darn happy with how things went there. That's really, really good. We've already got 13 out of 25 objectives here. That's pretty nice. Right, get rid of the traveler. And then let's see what we've got in store for us today. Right, so housing is... It's technically possible. It's technically possible to build if we wanted to. If we wanted to. What about Orlando? What do we want you to build? 80 wood. Okay, that's a problem. That's a problem. 20 wood to build a storeroom. But that would allow us to increase our storage up to 80, which is necessary in order to build that. The fire is not going to die for a couple of days, which is really, really good. What about... Flower garden is 80 wood, kitchen is 50 wood. Okay, so wood production, clearly a pressing priority. You would like fish for dinner. And what about a mine? What do we need for the mine? Sawmill requires 50 wood, dormitory requires 80 wood, and mine requires 40 wood. Okie doke. Right, so you need to build housing. It doesn't have to be you that does the housing build, because you actually give us wood production. A lot of wood production. So let's go and sort that out. 20 wood production. I think that's probably one of the better rates that we're going to get. You would love working with another traveler? Let's see if we can try and fulfill that. As long as you're not terrible to work in the... In fact, you're brilliant to work in the woodcutter's cabin. You would love fish for dinner. How much wood did I say? I think we should actually build another housing. Let's build another housing right now. Yeah. There we go. I'd love to work with somebody. Fantastic. Man, that's a lot of vegetables. Okay, people are gonna be feasting tonight. That's good. I mean, literally. A feast? A veritable feast? Is that a bit daft? Should I maybe just contain it to a frugal meal? Let's go for a copious meal. Copious meal seems reasonable to me. Vegetables for dinner. Oh, I should have given somebody fish for dinner. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Right, caravan. Let's go. I don't think that I'm actually gonna do any of this. Let's leave that on for now. It's gonna mean that the caravan takes an extra third day. That's fine, because it's going to allow us to get the storeroom today, which is very, very important in order to get the wood tomorrow. Right, I think we should build housing. Did we not build housing? We did build housing, right? New species tier unlocked. Oh, excellent. Yeah, we built housing. Are you not satisfied? Oh, do you need to build the housing? Well, that's frustrating if that's the case. I didn't realize that... I think we... okay. Maybe that's just... whatever. Right. Well, we're still going to build a storeroom today. We kind of committed to doing that, didn't we? Who can build a storeroom? Not you. You can build a storeroom. It costs 20, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, nice. You're going to work there. Yep. You're going to work here. And you would like fish for dinner. Let's go and make, you know what they say? Let's grow veggies whilst the sun shines. Oh, nice. And that storeroom. That storeroom being built literally on the morning means that we are able to get fish fillet. Do we try the combo of everything? Cool. We'll do ratatouille. And we'll get some fish to eat as well, which is marvelous. Cool. Right. I am going to confirm that I do not want to raise the fire. Yeah. The fire is going to continue to drop by 1. Blue sky, that's fine. What's going on down here? Right, an offering. No. I need my wood. I need my wood. I really don't need metal. I don't know what metal is used for, but it's definitely not required at the present moment. I would much rather have the wood. There we go. Right, so one person needs to be fixed up. And again, we're going to do that right now. Marvelous. That's going to be everything. And you are a woodcutter's cabin. It's a lot of wood. A lot of vegetables even. Okay, the sunniness is bad, but that's fine. Can we build anything? We could build a pantry. Plus 30 vegetable storage. You know what? Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go. And then you kind of have to be on wood duty, don't you? But you're going to get me 27 wood anyway. I mean, oh my god. Look at that. Look at that. That is just crazy. Okay, that is marvelous. I don't think I've ever seen so much wood from one single action. 27 wood. Okay, we've got 2 extra housing since the last time that a caravan was in town, which makes me think that perhaps we're going to get offered more. You know what? Everybody, I'm afraid you're leaving tomorrow. I don't care. Yeah, you know what? People are going to be unhappy, but I'm saving my food resources. I'm also going to just let the fire do its thing for tonight. We'll deal with the consequences tomorrow. Yeah, so it is worth noting that, you know, the housing situation can be a little fiddly. Says we should build that item, but apparently this guy's only happy if he builds the flippin' housing unit. A bit daft, but it's fine. Right, travelers inbound 5. Vegetables for dinner? Okay. Insects for dinner? That's a little iffy. Build a mine. I like the idea of having a mine to try and, like, force me. Work with travelers. That's fine. That's fine, too. I'm going to replace you. Build a mine. I'm not going to get... No, you're not. We're not going to build a second mine. Fish for dinner. I think I'll settle for fish for dinner. A mice workshop. Produces lots of fabric. Ooh, -5 vegetables to give us textiles. That's pretty cool. Okay. That's very, very good. Very, very good. Very, very good. We've actually got... Oh, look. We got loads of space. I didn't even realize that we had an extra tab there. That's cool. Very, very cool indeed. Okay, so we've got a marvelous situation going on. There is light rain. Fish production's going to go up, but that's fine. Let's get the day started. Let's start assigning the tasks. So, Elliot, you want vegetables for dinner? 5 production when it's raining. And there's a massive drought on, which is just fine. Vegetable production, fish production. Wow, literally the drought is going to wipe out your capability to do anything. Well, I guess you're doing vegetable. Oh yeah, I didn't even realize that we could build down here. I don't think that we can build anything down here at all. But how cool is that? Land-based? Yeah, I don't think there's anything. Yeah, there's nothing aerial that we can do. I don't think there are any submarine or things that we can build at the present moment. But hey ho. Anyway, right, what do you do? A vegetarian bar? Garden, storeroom, rapeseed farm, vegetarian bar, and a mine, 40 wood. What's your objective? Your objective is to build the mine. So we need 40 wood in order to do that. If you were to work, yeah, literally pointless. Okay, but we've got a second greenhouse, so that's okay. You to work there. Nice. Morgan. We'll work where we can. +5 production when it's sunny. It is sunny, so if we... Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think that the modifier is going to be adjusted there, but hey-ho. I would really love to... Really? Seriously? Fine, I guess. If that's what we have to do, then that's what we have to do. Already utilized that. It's fine. And there's nothing that we can build. Well, we could build a garden, but... It might actually be worth building a garden purely for the sake of raising morale so that we don't have to keep turning down people that want to become happy. Hardly seems worth it, though. Anyway, we can just feed everyone a lot tonight. Five. Copious meal. Fish for dinner. Ratatouille. $70. We're gonna be making people... Sure, let's do that. Right, vegetables for dinner and fish for dinner. That takes our victory points up to somewhere crazy. There's been like absolutely nothing in terms of... There's been absolutely nothing to worry about in terms of like floods or bad weather or anything. It's just been good weather all around. It's great. I'll take the morale. Again, I don't think metal is super useful for anything at this present moment. Well, this weather, I gotta be honest, is great. Happy days. Right, we need to build a mine, which we are gonna do. 40 woods. Again, if only I had somebody that was capable of doing anything wood related. Yeah, I mean, I would... Oh, okay, that's good. Ratatouille. Oh, Ratatouille has given us the boost that we need. Oh, that's so nice. Good. Morgan. Oh, wow, 2 whole fish. Marvelous. Okay, I don't think you're very good, are you? No. Okay, I don't think anyone's very good here. What are you better at? Okay. And you can go and fish down here. Probably not going to be super useful, but there we go. Right, so the mine needs to take 40 wood. That's fine. Caravan's not going to arrive tomorrow. It's going to arrive day after, right? 30, 40. Green salad. Yeah, we'll go for a green salad. Marvelous. Okay, we got 59 wood. Let's bump that up. Bump that up a little bit. Right. So, the good news is that the weather is actually bad. We need the weather to be bad because that's going to allow us to properly produce wood for the first time in what feels like, I guess, like weeks. The caravan will arrive tomorrow if I'm able to put enough wood into it. Which is not a given because I need to spend half the day building... I say half the day. I need to find the person whose objective it is to do the mine building. Yeah, that's perfect. Right, so you need to build the mine. Marvelous. Building a mine on top of an existing bit of infrastructure? That seems a bit daft, but who am I? Who am I? You need to work with somebody, and you're going to do that in... $17. You're assigned 17. I think it's 17 all round, isn't it? Like, I don't think it really matters. Yeah, fine. Who's the person that needs to work with? There we go. Work with one traveler. There, fine. That'll fulfill your ambition. Yep. You're a squirrel, and you are... Yeah, you know what? Let's do some fish. Let's do some fish, because we don't have any of that. Right, build a mine, boom, and boom. We need to get literally one last victory point, which feels pretty darn good. Oh, we've also got the grubs. Let's try one of everything. Actually, I know, tell you what, that's a terrible idea. The caravan's not arriving tomorrow, though, is it? Let's give people a green salad. I know it seems like I'm stingy, but I don't care. Caravan is arriving tomorrow. It is now. Cool, let's do it. Let's see. What do people want? I find insects tend to proliferate at night in the woods. I could try catching some. Sure. 10 insects for a little bit of your own morale. You're leaving tomorrow anyway, so I don't care. If you want to make yourself unhappy before you leave, be my guest. Be my guest. Right, look at that. Oh, you love to see it. That's marvelous. Okay, well, we need to pick up one person who's going to give us 1 victory point. And I would imagine that's going to happen very, very swiftly. Produce 30 wood, build a dormitory. Work with 1 traveler. That'll be it. I mean, to be honest, I'll just take everyone. Just give me everyone here. There's no point in re-rolling. We're gonna fulfill the objective very, very shortly anyway. A little bit disappointing that I've not been able to get the storm. Risk of tidal wave. See, that's what we're looking for. That was what I was looking for this entire gosh darn time. And yet, it just wasn't to be. Right, you want to work with somebody? You're a bear. Light rain. Mine, metal. I really don't think I need any metal for anything. Like, just really, what do I need? You're a beaver, so you can work here. Cool. You need to produce 30 wood, so it would have made sense if you worked. Sure, we'll try running you in the mine here. You need to produce 30 fish. I guess we'll put you in the fish mining business. You need to become happy. Fat chance of that happening on my watch. But I guess we'll see. There we go. Boom. I'd love to observe working with somebody. +1 victory point. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I am deeply curious. I didn't even do any food production. I want to see what this is. Vegetable production +10. Ooh, nice. Stuffed vegetables. Vegetables stuffed with fish and insects. That is very, very cool. I like that a lot. That is marvelous. And the fire is running low. It is worth noting, by the way, I could use textiles or I could use oil in order to heat the fire. I don't think there's any point of doing that because I don't have any. And also, there's no point in doing any of that because we have victory. Look at that. Look at that. What a great little game. I actually, you know what? That game is kind of fantastic. I really, really like the optimization that you have to make. No, thank you. I really, really like the optimizations that you have to make, you know, around the character classes and the animals, and the fact that there's going to be like an aerial build plane. There's going to be a submarine, a submarine, an underwater build plane. I'm very, very, very interested to see what this game has to offer in the future. But ladies and gents, thank you ever so much for watching. Diluvian Winds. My name, of course, has been Over the Potato. Check out the Patreon if you're interested in helping make videos like this possible. But for now and from me, I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.